Hi, this is Tasha, the Crafty Kraut. I am going to be doing a no-sew throw, fleece throw. So I got this the other day. I'm making this for one of my nieces. So what you're going to do first is you're going to, what you need some pens, some stick pins, a good pair of scissors, and your material. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to get your blanket. Open these up. And you're going to put the wrong sides together. So basically, this is so much longer. Okay. So you're going to have the front of your blanket, back of your blanket. So you're not going to do them wrong sides together. You're going to do them, the back part and the back part. So what you're going to do is go ahead and kind of pin these together. Over here, sorry. Okay. So you kind of want to get these pinned together, and then you'll need your scissors. So just kind of, God, it sure is a lot of fuzz. All right. Okay. So I'm going to pin the pink side because it's going to be easier to see the pins. And what you want to do is you kind of want to do your pin, you want to pin it kind of in, because you're going to be cutting it. So you can go in quite a ways, a few inches. Okay. So I'm just going to kind of pin them, and you'll want to do that, and then I'll come back and show you the next step. Okay, so I have my pieces put together. I had to cut them even because they were way uneven. So now you want to take a 5-inch square. So I cut a 5-inch square out of just a piece of paper, and you're going to cut that out of each side of your blanket. All four corners of your blanket. So what this is going to do, this is going to prevent it from being so heavy in the corners. So when you cut the fringes together, it'll get really kind of heavy on the corners because, the corners are big. So get all this cut. This is all the leftovers that I cut because it was so uneven. If I'm going to do it, I want to make sure it's, halfway decent. So you have both pieces together and you're going to cut. And again, you're going to do this on all four sides. And then I'm going to also embroider, this is for my niece, so one of my nieces. So she's having a baby brother, so she gets, making her a little blanket, and I'm making her baby brother a football cocoon. Alright, so now what you want to do, you have all four corners cut. Now what you want to do is you want to cut every inch, you're going to cut down 5 inches. So you're gonna, an inch, and then you're gonna cut deep 5 inches, and you're gonna do that the whole way around the blanket. Now, I'm not good with guessing, and I'm a bit of a, I don't want to really say a perfectionist because I'm not really a perfectionist. So maybe I am a little bit. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. So every inch you're going to cut, you're going to cut 5 inches down. So I'm just going to go ahead and kind of mark every inch for a little bit. It doesn't really have to be perfect, unless you're a total freak, like apparently I am. Okay, so there are my guides, and now I'm going to take this, and this is 5 inches because apparently I just cut 5 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and cut down to the 5 inch mark. Okay, I'm going to move over and I'm going to do the same thing. So you're going to keep going. I guess you could actually make these thicker if you didn't want them to be a whole bunch of knots, but it'll be cute. It's for a little girl. So you're going to do this the whole way around. It'll be time consuming, but if you don't know how to sew, this is the way to go. I do know how to sew, but this is cute, it's fun, so I figured I'd give it a try. Move my needle down. And then what you can do is, once you're kind of like through, right, you can go ahead and start tying it just so it stays in place. So I want to make, so we got this. So I want the solid side. Sorry, let me zoom in and see if I can. Okay, let's see. All right, let's show you. Okay, so if you tie a knot, right? So I tied one time, and now if I tie it again, I want to make sure that I want the other side of the blanket to be here. So this side will be the pink, and this side will be that one. Okay, so I'm just going to do this every kind of once in a while to keep it steady, and then I can take out my safety pins. I just kind of want to guide again. Oops, okay. Guide. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. They're going to be knots, and you're not going to really see it, right? Okay, so here's my first set. I'm just going to go ahead and tie a couple more because, again, I don't want the blanket to shift too much, so I don't want this to be on top. So there we go. So this is how it's going to be the whole way around. I'm going to go ahead and tie this one over here as well. And then you just kind of have to play around to see, what side you think. Okay, so there you go. So these are all going to be knots, but this is kind of the way it's going to look, and I have to work my way around the whole blanket. So I will do that, and then I will come back and let you see how that finished product looks. Now I am not going to go around the whole blanket right now. I'm going to do most of it, And then I'm going to stop because I'm going to embroider. I'm going to embroider this side here. So I'm going to put her name on this side somewhere. I'm not sure where. So go ahead and keep cutting. Again, it's a good guide to use. I'm going to have to come back and do this. But this is a good guide to use for your 5 inches. So you're going to do 1 inch apart, 5 inches down. And then I will use my ruler so that it's all even. Okay, so here is the blanket. So I have my knots, as you can see here, and I did it to where the solid color would show up on this side, and then this side would show, the printed color fringes would show up on the other side. I have a few more knots to do, and I put her name on here, just kind of small. Let's see, make sure I can get this in here. Okay. So, I got a few more knots to tie. So again, so that you have the opposite fabric on the opposite side, so it kind of shows up more. So what you want to do is you just want to tie and then tie again. So you want the side that you want up here, you want to go over first, tie, and then you're going to do it again over, under, over and under. So, and then what you want to do is make sure you don't tie multiple, use the other fringe. So once you're done, you kind of want to pull it just so it kind of loosens up a little bit. And as you can tell, the corners here, they're rounded. So you cut out that square corner and you'll see it here, it just kind of disappears. So I think overall it turned out cute. I wish the embroidery was a little bit thicker, but I don't know, something's going on with my embroidery machine. So it is what it is. So actually a really cute little idea. This is actually something you could do with a child. You could cut it and then have them tie the knots. It's kind of foolproof. Be kind of something fun to teach, to get into, craft stuff. I thought it would actually be quicker to do this than to sew it, but man, was I wrong. And I have carpal tunnel, and the cutting all these little fringes just killed my hand, but it's done now. So a couple more knots and then it is finished. And again, you can do this with any fabric. I think what I'll do is I am going to do a UGA one. I have a UGA flannel print, and then I'll get a red or a black solid color for the back, cut the same size, and then just do this. You don't have to buy the little kit. It's nice because the fabric's kind of cut, but I had to recut all this because it was so uneven. So I think it would have looked kind of silly if it hadn't have been recut. Okay, my last one here, so tie it. Alright, so tie it, and then, like I said, you're going to stretch, just kind of stretch the hem of it. Alright, so cute little blanket. I just put Zoe here. And then over here, you got the kitties. So I think she'll like that. Thanks for watching. Try it out. Fun little craft that you don't need to know how to sew. Thanks.